So thank you again for joining us here at Lovely Being You. We introduce our children to the arts, such as the different plays. Of course, my favorite play is still The Wizard of the Wiz and and Aida. But The Sound of Music and Grease are other plays that I really enjoyed as well, whether it be in a play form or even a TV movie. One thing that I really have to say is, of course, I explored Canada and being able to actually see where that movie was actually filmed. The Sound of Music speaks of a family and how this family was able to touch other people's lives. When we look at these different art profiles or art examples, we look at the people and their interaction with other people, with even us. And the singing, of course, I love musicals. And one thing I have to say is looking at the different parts of the family and how they were able to present themselves and how they were able to interact with a governess, aka nanny, coming into their home. When people come into our homes, when we interact with new people, how do we make them feel? How do they make us feel? A lot of these different plays lend themselves to different cultures and how we are able to interact and learn more about those cultures. I remember even learning different languages, like I said, the different cultures. Going to Canada and seeing how people live and how people interact, and how the French side, Val Marin, Val Marin, actually being able to explore that area and see how the people actually interact with you better when they see that you're trying to use your French. And I think that's true for almost every culture. If you go to Italy and you don't really know the language, but you try, people will be more helpful in regards to trying to help you to understand or to learn where you're going. Different parts of our world. God created us all, right? And while He was creating us all, and we separated and went into other areas. This is one of the reasons I think why the languages are so different. But to be able to connect and to be able to figure out different interesting ways of communicating with other people, whether you do sign language, whether you just try to get along with another person, try working on friendship. I remember in elementary school, PS 27, one of the songs that they taught us was It's a Small World After All. That song connected us in singing, just like languages connect us in speaking. If we look at the ways in which we might be able to get along, communicate better, our world becomes a small world after all, becomes a world where we are more so connected than disconnected. This is why plays and musicals and language connect us, and it also makes our world more even profitable. Because so long as we're getting along and we're having fun, we're also elevating ourselves as well as others. So let us keep this in mind, because when we say it's so lovely to be you, you are very interesting. You connect with me. We connect with each other, and we elevate to make this world a better place. Let us keep that in mind, because summer is on its way. Of course, springtime is here. During this time of the year, the flowers come out. Animals are now coming out, and you see the babies, the procreation. We see a new dawning. We see a new day coming upon us, a day that we've not experienced before, and a day where we can actually be outdoors and enjoy ourselves. Let us keep that in mind, because we want to be able to make better connections. We want to be able to communicate better, and we want to be able to live a more exhilarating life. So keep that in mind as we are moving into the spring, going towards summer. Let us keep that in mind. And it is so lovely being you.